Realtors. This is Nick checking in with you. This is SCR update number 344. It is Monday, October the 14th. And as always, I'm your host here for your SCR live update today. Mike, today I thought we would catch our realtors up on what's happening with Hurricane Helene relief efforts, and wanted to share some news and announcements in that regard. Number one, let's start with thoughts and prayers for everyone in Florida that just went through Hurricane Milton last week, and thankfully not as severe as originally predicted, but obviously still lots of damage, lots of devastation, and our hearts and prayers go out to everyone that was in the path of that storm as well. Here in South Carolina, relief efforts are in full swing. Almost everyone, I believe there's still a few households that are without power, but for the most part, power has been completely restored across the state. Cleanup, recovery efforts are in full swing, and wanted to let you know what the realtors were doing. You probably heard my update last week, and I know there was a lot of frustration, a lot of sense from our realtor community that, hey, we need to help. We need to get out and do what we can. I read with fascination, John, I believe it's realtor John Crutch down in Myrtle Beach, literally jumped in his truck with a chainsaw and headed to the mountains of North Carolina. So many realtors have chipped in to help families in need. It's so inspiring in light of just some of the tragedy that we've watched and read about. So last week I asked you to do what you can to help. And the Realtor family, the Realtor Relief Foundation, has provided $500,000 grant for relief efforts. And Mike, if you could put in the comments our website, screaltors.org/Helene, so that members can access the grant application. The Realtor Relief Foundation is offering grants up to $1,000 for eligible, basically victims of Hurricane Helene. If your primary home has been damaged by the storm, or if you were displaced, if you were a renter, you can qualify for up to $1,000. And this is for realtors, members of the public, any South Carolinian that's been impacted in one of these disaster areas in the Midlands and in the upstate. The application process is real easy. We've created an online form. That's the website I just shared. And we've got $500,000 to put into the hands of South Carolinians to help them rebuild and repair after this devastating storm that impacted our state. Our local associations from the Midlands to the upstate are all in on getting the word out. Our thanks to Governor Henry McMaster, who's hosting county days. There were 3 last week. There'll be 3 more this week. Tomorrow I'll be in Clinton, South Carolina, passing out applications to, again, those that have been impacted by the storm. Very similar to efforts that we did during Hurricane Matthew and the floods in 2015 and during Governor Haley's administration. Want to say a special thank you to the Alabama realtors. I just got a check in today, $10,000 that they've donated to the South Carolina Realtor Foundation. The Illinois realtors, $5,000. The Spartanburg realtors, the Sumter realtors, the Charleston realtors, and others that are contributing, the Western Upstate Association of Realtors. I know I've forgotten somebody. Please forgive me if you've donated to the foundation and I did not recognize you. I'll make sure that we have a complete list for the next update. All of those dollars are going to be spent here in South Carolina. It will help us help more families as we go over the next few weeks and months of recovery from the storm. So a big thank you to all the realtors that have donated, all the realtors that have volunteered time. I know your leadership team, President Rhea Smith in the upstate, has been on the forefront, on the front line, I should say, of these relief efforts. And kudos and thank you to all the realtors that make us so proud. You know, y'all have, we've been through a rough summer, a rough year as an industry, often being maligned by the media. We are not going to let the Wall Street Journal or the New York Times or anybody else define who we are as an industry and as individuals. Your character shines through in your local communities, whether it's hurricane relief efforts, whether it's your community involvement, your community volunteerism. Your actions speak louder and define you as an industry in ways that I just can't tell you how proud I am to serve these great members and our volunteer leaders all across the state, all across the country. So realtors, be proud of your industry and be proud that you always respond to the call when needed. Thank you, realtors. Mike, a couple of things that, just some closing comments if I could, if I've got a minute here. Number one, on a personal note, let me say thank you to all of the birthday wishes I got over the weekend. Pretty amazing. All of our realtor family from across the state, across the country, thank you for all the well wishes. I am a year older. Hopefully I'm also a year wiser as a result. Only time will tell. We will find out. I can tell you what caused me more grief and more gray hair than my birthday. It's those damn Gamecocks. I tell you what, they say being a Gamecock fan is, builds character and resilience. I'm really tired of building. I've got enough character and resilience. It's time we start winning these close ball games and no, I don't want to put down any of the players or anybody on the football team. They work so hard, but they're, when you accept mediocre results, just like in your business, if you don't have a plan and you accept mediocre results, then guess what? You're always going to have mediocre results. And University of South Carolina, let's demand more and hold that program to a higher standard. It's about time. All right, that's my football soapbox, Mike. Sorry, I had to get that out. I feel better for it. And you know what? This morning, normally Monday mornings when I'm driving into work, I listen to, I catch up on my podcasts over the weekend. Maybe there might be a voicemail or two, but typically I'm listening to latest industry trends and whatnot. This morning I decided, you know what? After that weekend of football, I had to start my week off on a more positive note. So I went through my Apple Music playlists, and I never do this. I never look and see what new music is out there, or because I'm kind of stuck in the '80s musically, and I was surprised to see a 40th anniversary album that was just released by none other than Twisted Sister. Now, I know that's, back in the 80s when they came out, kind of a shock band. I don't know what the official, genre they were in. They were definitely, outside the box. And so this morning, I'm rocking out on the way to work to Twisted Sister. I know, it's hard to believe. Just made me realize just how old I am. 40th anniversary of Twisted Sister. Do you want to rock? I want to rock. So let's rock this week out, guys. Everyone stay safe, stay realtor strong, and we'll be back in touch again real soon. Take care.